Hello and welcome to Moving Parts Gaming. I'm Riley and this is Fallout 1. In case you missed it last time, we figured out a potential location for the water chip, as well as kind of wrapped up a few other quests here in the hub. So we know our best lead is to figure out where Bakersfield falls on our map, or which settlement corresponds with Bakersfield. But as someone who was born and raised in California, I know that that's actually a trap. Bakersfield's horrible, and instead we're going to stay right here in the hub and enjoy my nice house here. And you know what? Instead of going out and adventuring and being like a wanderer of the wastelands, I think we're just fine staying here and kind of retiring from that whole life. In particular, I'm kind of curious about something. Why do I have so much junk? Okay, so I just had to quickly load a different save because I realized I had loaded the wrong save to start with. But, like I was saying, I had retired from wandering the wastes. As part of my plan for how to spend my retirement, I've kind of been stocking up on something a little bit interesting. But first, let's see, I have 151 days left. That's plenty. So let's go over to this bookshelf over here. So I've stocked up on just about every skill book. It should be every skill book we've seen in the game so far. And I'm really interested to see what happens if you read all of them and what that will do to your skills. And also how much time that would cost. So let's go ahead and see what happens if you try to read all of them. So first off, let's do Boy Scout Handbook. I have 9 of those. And my current outdoors is 0, so we should see the biggest growth here. Probably shouldn't be talking about Boy Scouts and growth, all things considered. I learned a lot about wilderness survival techniques. Okay. How much did that get us? Oh, 10. That's pretty good. The number of skill points you get from skill books is entirely determined on your current skill at that level. So if you want to maximize what you get from skill books, you should use them like as soon as possible or before you start putting points into that skill. What I've seen, it's something like 75 minus your current skill divided by some number, so that by the time you hit about 50% in a given skill, you're not gaining that much anymore. And at that point, it's probably better just to sell them. And I think I talked about this earlier. So we started at 0, just devoured 9 Boy Scout handbooks. We're now at 59. That's actually pretty good. That's like several levels worth of skill points actually. And outdoors isn't a bad skill in this game too, because it's one of the skills that gets checked when you're out wandering about. And like, I really want to try to get some of the more rare random encounters and not just get all the hostile ones. So having a high outdoor is going to really help with that. And then that cost us only a handful of hours. Wow. Let's see what happens if we do... Let's see, I have 7 guns and bullets. Let's see what happens if I try to read all of those. My current level is 190, so hopefully we get at least 1 point each. Hopefully that would be enough to get us to 200, so we don't have to worry about pumping that anymore. Oh, I learned nothing from the book. Did it go up at all? No, it didn't. Okay, so my skill level's too high for guns and bullets, so I'll just put that back. Or I could sell it. I'll put it back for now. Can I get anything off of first aid? Let's see. My current first aid is 101. Learn nothing from... You learn nothing new. Okay, so skills are too high for that. Let's try Big Book of Science. Maybe we'll have better luck with Big Book of Science or Dean's Electronics. Nope, wrong button. So our current, where is it? Our current science is at 40, so hopefully we'll have a better time with this. Let's see. You learn the practical applications of science and technology. I was at 40, right? And hopefully that means, what was that, like 26? So yeah, that really shows how much that the effectiveness drops off. And then finally repair, which is at 24. So that's kind of between the 0 we started out with for outdoors and the, what was it, 40 we started out with science. So let's see how far you get with 20. You know, it's kind of interesting. The the actual like real life Boy Scout handbook does have a whole. It has like 3 pages just on directions for how to make a sandwich. Just in case you ever need to learn how to make a sandwich. I tried to find a PDF of it to show off those pages, like to edit into this video to show that it actually does exist. There is a page in the actual real-life Boy Scout handbook for how to make sandwiches, but I couldn't find a PDF of it available online. And I don't have my Boy Scout. Well, I don't have my Boy Scout handbook with me. It's back at my parents' house because I did the whole thing. I was an Eagle Scout. I am an Eagle Scout. But yeah, that's a fun experience. I would recommend it to anyone who's even vaguely interested. I don't know. Like with Boy Scouts, you have to find the right troop, and you have to enter it with a good group of friends, so you can have a tight friend group all the way through, and a troop that doesn't suck, because it's very easy to find a troop that's not going to be fun, or might not match with you. Like there's one troop in our area that was very militaristic. Like everything, all their tents, they were only allowed to own like one kind of tent, and they had to be set up in a straight line. So it looked like you were walking past like a military barracks, and you walked by their campgrounds. And then my troop was ran by a Jewish programmer who had previously done work on early artificial intelligence. So it was cool. It was a lot of fun. Good times. So now that that's done, let's see how much time my retirement's eaten up. My retirement has only eaten up 2 days. What else could I do? And I've done all the quests around here. I could wait until all of the shops open up, like until all the shops restock their inventories, but that's not fun. Fine, I guess we should go to Bakersfield. Let's jump to the map real fast and let's try to figure out this mystery. So let's see, we know that Vault 13 was northwest of it. I can't zoom out, so that's kind of a pain. Which means we need to look for locations to the southeast of here. It looks like this is as far to the east as we can go. Where does... Huh, okay. I didn't mean to do that, but it looks like we just came across several merchants. So let's head back to the map real fast. So yeah, in that big black square, well, black rectangle, big black expanse, I guess you could call it. One location that we already know of that fits the bill is the town, or the settlement of Necropolis. And if you remember our conversations with the water merchants, they said that Necropolis seemed to have their own source of water. So at this point, it would suggest that all signs lead to Necropolis. I'm going to duck back into the HUD real fast while I talk. Let's jump straight to downtown. So it looks like all the signs we have point to Necropolis. It is the only settlement that we know of in the area that has been described to be the location of Bakersfield. The water merchants said that they might have a water chip because they are the only settlement that won't trade with them. So that's another strong signal. But also, I think more importantly, most important thing flagging Necropolis to us is that if it's a settlement, then it should have merchants. And if it has merchants, that means there will be more caps to get. And getting all of the caps is our mission after all. So that means our mission to get all the caps will take us, begrudgingly, as I must say, to Bakersfield. I think the hub's my favorite settlement. Oh god. It just has so many quests and so many NPCs to interact with, and every NPC has at least 2 interactions or 2 quests that go through them. And you'll either be selling or buying or stealing from or killing or all of the above from every NPC on the map. And it's just so much fun. Just so much loot. and so many merchants makes it that much fun. So now we are in Bakersfield, and here we see a postcard of pre-nuclear war Bakersfield. It's nice that the developers put that kind of touch in. Hotel of Doom, the very famous Hotel of Doom from... Nope, don't, no. Oops. Well then. I wanted to examine, not run up to them, but that would suggest that they have very few action points and very low perception if we were able to get that close before they attack. You approach a dark and broken city. Little life can be seen. A stench of death surrounds the area. Yeah, sounds like Bakersfield. I mean, it says little life can be seen, but that looks like a lot of life to me. Anyways, let's get this over with. Oh, we did 104 damage. That was pretty good. Brains. And just a quick refresher. Oh. Yep, and just a quick refresher, we have Ian packing the combat shotgun, and Tycho wielding the 223 pistol. I think it was last episode we determined that the 223 pistol was better than the sniper rifle, so we switched him over to that. I'm still rocking the assault rifle because we've committed to using burst fire weapons, and Dogmeat is still using his teeth. Ouch. Okay, not too much damage on Dogmeat. Sorry, Dogmeat. And hopefully that was enough to end combat. Okay, and we snap back to life. Loot, 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 loot. So I'm just going to assume that all of the ghouls that are out in groups are going to be hostile if we let them get close enough. Good shooting. Can I hit him? Yeah, I can. Oh, we got 2 of them. Oh, that was great damage on both. Tycho scores a critical. Oh yeah, we're gonna knock them out before they can even get close. Have a nice day. Yeah. And that's all she wrote. Another group of ghouls goes down. Probably unnecessarily, but it's experience points. I feel like we haven't fought anything for a while. Awesome. Great hit. Ghoul was critically hit in the head. The strong blow blows his head, or the strong blow to the head knocks him out. Okay. Is he still alive? No. Let's get a little bit closer and then take a shot at one that's not so close to Dogmeat. Yep, take him out. There we go. I'm trying not to do more damage to Dogmeat. Dogmeat's getting a few combos in. Let's see, take 3 steps. Oh, I should reload. Yeah, then I'll use the rest of my turn just walking. Don't hit my dog. And another great shot from Tycho. Ghoul was critically hit in the groin for 34 points. Ouch, that had to hurt, even though he had his back to us. Okay. I think that's it for combat. Let's look around a little bit. Looks like we have a few ghouls in here. Can we talk to them? Hi. So these are more talkative ghouls. There's enough water to go around, so that makes sure of that. Don't mess with... Oh, oops. Well then. I think we just made all of the friendly ghouls on the map go hostile to us. So, all of these ghouls are supposed to be kind of friendly, but standoffish. Yeah, you didn't even have anything. Wow. Oops. Yeah, they aren't supposed to be hostile by default. Can we talk to you? Leave me alone. Can we talk to you? Hello, what? Leave me alone. There's enough water to go around. What's this? Radaway and Mentats. Can we steal it? That wasn't what I wanted to do. That was weird. Are they going to go hostile? No, they're not. Okay. So yeah, I think all the ghouls inside aren't going to want to fight us unless we start to steal from them. Oh, one of them wants to talk to us. Searching for the remains of the future past. I want to say that's a reference to something. I'm an explorer. Ah, don't know you be exploring any of my stuff. Get out. I mean it. Care to barter? Aww. Well, I guess we'll go. Let's try to steal. Aw, that didn't work. And I got punched in the face for no damage. I punched him with my gun and it did 132 damage. $24, that's not too bad. Drop him. And we are able to line up the 2 shots, so we hit 2 people. Let's go ahead and reload because we have the points for it. End my turn. And Ian drops him with the shotgun. I set down some suppressive fire on a ghoul, only doing 10 damage, so I'm not really contributing this time around. Where did Dogmeat go? Oh, there's Dogmeat. Where did you go, Dogmeat? Now let's mouse around a bit and look for anything in particular. Okay, looks like there's a manhole. Let's go into the manhole and see what we can find. There seems to be a large amount of foot traffic in this area, possibly leading to the manhole. Okay, so yeah, we are supposed to go down. Alright, let's go. Oh wow, this is very Diablo 2. I'll go ahead and go into attack mode to see if anything shows up. Oh, there's a lot of bears down there. Well, it's been a while since we fought bears, and I feel pretty confident now that we can put them down without a problem. That looks like a level transition over there. I think that was the other ladder we saw. That must be another one from the area we just came from. Oh, and one of the bears saw us? But that's okay. We have a ranged weapon. Oh, these are greater mole rats now. I think the big ones we saw previously were lesser mole rats. But they're still pretty big. That's huge. Hopefully they don't try to like hide behind the corner and jump out at us, negating our ability to use ranged weapons. Nope. They're too stupid for that. So that's Ian taking out one of them. Still can't get a shot on that one. If this guy's smart, he would just wait here until we have to get close to him, and then he'd pop out. But for now, I can take out his friend. Huh. Wait, did that kill it? I actually don't know. No, it's still alive. I must have knocked it out. Or knocked it to the ground. Yeah, I meant to do burst fire there. That's my bad. You know what I just realized? Tycho really looks like the default guy from RuneScape. That, like, bald looking guy with a goatee. That's basically Tycho. Yep, and that's everyone. Ooh. Stun Baton. Or Cattle Prod. So, fun fact, the Cattle Prod is actually like the third best melee weapon in the game. Very good with the right combination of perks. It goes Cattle Prod, Ripper, Super Sledge. That is the hierarchy of melee weapons. However, the Super Sledge is a two-handed weapon, but the Cattle Prod and the Ripper are one-handed weapons, and you can get a perk that gives you huge bonuses to one-handed weapons. So you kind of end up running into like a risk-reward kind of setup using that perk, especially seeing how the number 4 best weapon is the normal Sledgehammer, which you get basically in the first 10-15 minutes of the game. So you're giving up the 4th best weapon in your class so that the 2nd and 3rd best weapons are slightly better than the best weapon. Potentially. I don't know the actual number breakdowns. This place gives me the creeps. So hopefully these guys aren't... You have nothing to fear from us. Can I talk to you? A nervous school with an air of authority. Thank you for not shooting first. Can I help you with anything? Yes, I am looking for water. The surface of Necropolis and the water is controlled by Set and his ghouls. We are a much more peaceful group, which disgusts Set. We can just call them a bunch of pansies. Yeah, let's go ahead and ask who's Set. Set is a ghoul like us, but has assumed a certain amount of power in the above-ground world. He is an oaf. We can insult them again. Why does he let you survive down here? He does not speak of it, however Set is afraid of not having enough people to defend Necropolis if it ever needed it. So he gives us what water we need. So we can ask him where all the water comes from. We can say that our people needs water. We can ask him if he has a water chip. I wouldn't keep you guys around to defend a paper bag, so what's this about water? So we can insult them again. I kind of want to ask them directly about the water chip. Since our pump stopped working, we've been getting our water from a place under the ground. I've heard that a water computer is being used to purify the water. Where is that? The watershed is to the north. You'll need to take the sewers to get there. Thanks. You aren't thinking of taking the water chip from us, are you? Let's go ahead and ask why before we kind of dip our hand anymore. If you take the water chip from us, then we will all die. With our water pump broken, we need it to survive. Or is it possible that your pump could be fixed? It may be difficult. The parts needed to fix the pump were lost in the sewers under the watershed. Why is that so difficult? The sewers there are filled with monsters, and none of my people that I have sent to retrieve them have come back. Are you willing to retrieve the parts so that the water pump can be fixed? Sure. Thank you. When you get the parts returned here, it is possible that I can help you further. Okay, I'll be on my way, but first, barter. What? How can you be a civilized ghoul and not want to barter? I hate you. So, we have made our way to Necropolis, and a friendly ghoul that we haven't shot and who we haven't accidentally stolen from or provoked into fighting us in any other way has confirmed that there is a water chip here. But if we take the water chip, we will doom this ghoul civilization to death by dehydration. And I don't know if we really want to do that. I mean, Fallout Me's kind of a mercenary jerk, but he doesn't kill needlessly. except for the Flower Child. Well, the Flower Child had it coming. But I think that would be the perfect place to pick up next time. Until then, I'm Riley with Moving Parts Gaming, and this has been Fallout 1. Alright, stay tuned, and I'll catch you next time when we further explore the mystery of the water chip. Alright, see ya.